What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So I do have a lot coming down the pipeline for you guys. So I hope you guys are ready for today. Today is Saturday and it's pretty early. It's about 10 o'clock, so that's why it's a little dark in here. But I wanted to do a video about self-love, okay? So I have some questions written down on my phone and we just gonna get started, okay? And I hope you guys keep the conversation going down in the comments, and I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. And it's Girl Let's Talk. So let's talk, and boy, we can talk too, okay? So let me get to the questions. Okay, what are my best personal qualities? I feel like everyone should know these questions about themselves, okay? And if you don't, it's time for you to really look within and really take time to be alone. But my best qualities, I think, is that I feel like I'm very honest. I feel like when I love you, I feel like I would do a lot. I would do anything for you, and I feel like my best qualities is the way that I treat myself. I know a lot of people don't say that, but I feel like these past couple of months, I have been really wine and dining myself, and I feel like that's my best quality. I feel like the more I put into myself, the more I can give to others. So that's my best quality, is giving to myself. Two, what are my favorite physical traits that I possess? I love my face. I love my cheekbones. I love my nose, and I love my eye color. You guys can't see it on camera, but like my eye color, it's like a it's brown, but it's like a multicolor brown. It's pretty. I like it. What am I proud of myself for? I'm proud of myself for digging myself out of every situation that I've ever been in. And I say that because I've had a traumatic childhood. I've had a rough childhood. And I feel like the person that I am today and the things that I have accomplished, I feel like it's only because I'm a hustler. Point blank and period. Because I feel like if it wasn't for me hustling the way I did legally, if it wasn't for me really keeping my face down and be like, you know what, like, I'm gonna make this work, I'm gonna sacrifice some things, I'm gonna get to this level, I'm gonna do this, I would not be sitting here right now. Absolutely not. Because it's like, a lot of times I be thinking like, damn, like, I could have been so much farther if I would have had support. But it's like, damn, like, I did all this by myself and I'm this far. Come on now. Ain't no way. When do I feel my sexiest? I feel my sexiest when I'm about to go to bed, because I feel like that's the time when I wind down. That's the time when I do my face care routine. That's the time when I put my body oils on. If you guys want a night care routine, let me know. I'll record one just for fun. Like, we can do it. It'll be nice. How am I treating my body with love and respect? I go to the gym every day. I think that's first and foremost how I treat my body with the utmost respect. I make it to all my doctor's appointments, because if you respect your body, you will make sure that you go to the appointments that you need to go to, so you can make sure your body is well taken care of and there's nothing wrong. I feel like I have set up boundaries so I don't be stressed out, because I feel like that's disrespectful to my body. And I feel like stress with me, I don't know about everybody else, but stress with me, it shows in my weight, and because I don't stress eat though. That's the problem. It just shows in my weight. And sometimes, like when I was younger, when I would be really, really stressed out, and that was a lot, I would break out in hives from the neck below. I haven't had that happen to me in a long time, but that's how I know when I'm like detrimentally like stressed the fuck out. Like, I will break out in hives. So I feel like all those things are disrespectful to my body, so I try my best not to stress it. When I do stress, I stress about it for a little bit and I move on. Like, there's no dwelling on it anymore. I don't do that at all. In what situation do I really shine? I feel like I shine all the time, baby. But I feel like, when do I really shine? That's a good one. I think I shine when I'm just being authentically myself any time of the day, honestly, period. What is one of my happiest what is one of my happiest memories? Going to the beach for the first time. I went to Myrtle Beach back in September. That was my first time going to the beach, and I was really, really excited because I really, really worked very hard for it. I graduated back in 2017. And from that graduation up until now, like, I've really been putting the work in. I've been, I put myself through dental assistant school. I'm about to put myself through respiratory therapy school. I'm about to get my certification through my job. So it's like, I went from making like $12 an hour, struggling, trying to keep up with my bills, to now making the amount of money that I make now and now living being comfortable, and now being able to have like the fruits of my labor. And I'm not finished yet, but just to be able to kind of like get my foot like settled in the sand felt so amazing. And it's just, yeah. So going to the beach was one of my happiest memories, and I wouldn't change it for the world. And I worked really hard for that memory, so I'm happy. How do I make others feel? I think that's like I feel like I make people feel good, but I feel like at the same time, I feel like sometimes like I get in my moments that like I can like put a lot on people, and I try not to do that. So that's why I've been kind of breaking away from people and kind of like including myself, because I feel like when I'm a happy person, I feel like everyone loves being around me. But I feel when I'm a sad person, everyone's sad, and I don't like that. How can I show my inner child more love? And this is something for everybody, okay? You need to understand when you have been when you have been through something traumatic or traumatic things that have been built up through time. Start with the basics. And I know that sounds so crazy, but like I know people like, oh, go to therapy. But on an everyday basis, like, sometimes I could be walking in the store and I'm like, damn, like, I remember I wanted this as a kid. And it could be like a just a bracelet, like it could be like, oh damn, I remember this girl had it. I remember like fifth grade, this girl had this like this I forgot what type of bracelet. It was like a jelly bracelet or something, I don't know. And I remember I saw it at like Family Dollar, and I was like, oh my god, I remember like I really really wanted this bracelet. And I looked at it for a little bit, and it was only like $3, and I said, you know what, I have the money, I'm gonna buy it. I wore it for a little bit, it broke, and I threw it away. But in those like in that short period of moment, like I felt like a kid, and I was like, oh my god, I got the bracelet. Like, I was taking pictures with it. Like, people were like, girl, what are you doing? But it just made me feel so good, because I feel like that chapter of my life was over, because I already what is it, I already I don't know how to say it, but it's just like when you as a child, when you don't have certain things, or when you just feel like you don't get the certain things that you would have liked as a child. It's just like when you give yourself those things, even if you only give yourself that thing for like a week or whatever, it just makes you feel good. It makes you feel like, you know what, now that chapter in my life is closed, because I already did that, and I'm complete in that area, and I can move on to something else. Another thing is that I know one of the people that I follow on YouTube, she was saying how, when she was younger, like she always felt like all the rich kids had Lunchables. So, she said every once in a while, even though they're bad for you, like she'll buy like a couple Lunchables and she'll snack on a Lunchable. And people are like, oh my God, those are so disgusting. Why are you eating it? And it's just like, well, like and as a kid, I always wanted a Lunchable. And like, just eat your Lunchable as many times as you need to until you feel complete. And sometimes, like, you probably need to do it for the rest of your life just to feel complete. Who cares? Just do things that you wish you would have done as a kid. Just do it as an adult. And I know that sounds like very crazy, but it's like, just do it. Like, don't be doing nothing crazy, but just live your life and do the things that's going to make your inner child happy. Like, don't dwell on the traumatic stuff. Like, work through the traumatic stuff, but still do things that like I know, like I wanted to go to the Nickelodeon. What is it? Nickelodeon outside. It was something about Nickelodeon that I always wanted to do. I think they have like an amusement park too. And I said, one day I'm gonna take myself to the amusement park. People be like, why would you go to the amusement park? You don't have any kids. But it's like, no, I always wanted to do it. So I wanna invest the time and invest the money and go to the amusement park. And I wanna have fun, and I wanna do it because that's what I wanna do. Who cares? But yeah, I know that was long, but I hope you guys understood what I'm saying. What do I need to forgive myself for? I feel like I need to forgive myself for. I listened to a Ashanti interview. It was by Angie Martinez. It was a great interview. I loved it, but a lot of people didn't love it because they feel like she didn't really go deep. But I feel like if you like actually listen to what she said and put things together, she did go deep. And I just love the way she talks. And I felt like, it really showed like the growth with her. But when she said holding people to a certain standard and getting let down, like holding people to a certain standard and realizing, damn, like I was wrong. That's something that I have to forgive myself for, because I feel like a lot of times, like I hope, like when I meet people, if I see like you a good person, like I hold you to the utmost high standard, and then it's like I feel like every time I do that with people, they always let me down, and it's like sometimes it's the most foul way, like, and now I'm just like, now I'm so guarded with friendships, now I'm just like, I need you to stay away from me, like I need to. I need to vet you first. You can't, because usually, like, and I'm still in like that. Like, if they be like, oh my God, like, girl, it's so hard for me to make friends. I'm like, oh my God, me too. Give me your number. Let's be friends. I always end up getting hurt. Always. What is my self-care routine? Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, my self-care routine is very extensive. If you guys want like a video, like I said earlier, let me know, because I probably have to record myself doing it because it's a lot. But my self-care routine for my body, I use this goat milk soap that I got from Marshall's, which smells divine. That stuff smells so good. And then I use a Cassatil soap, and then I use a body wash, Olay body wash, and then I like to exfoliate my body. I just get my body scrubs from TJ Maxx. They have really good ones for like $7, and they last for a long time. I get that, and then I use Olay body conditioner. Once I get out of the shower, I put lavender oil or whatever type of oil that I have on my body, and then I put lotion on top, put my pajamas on, and then I start with my face. I know it's a lot, but once you do it after a while, it becomes routine. Even when I'm tired, I make myself do it because I know I'm gonna sleep the best when I do it. So make yourself a priority and do it. And how can I love myself unconditionally? I think loving yourself unconditionally is knowing when to let people go and setting up boundaries to the point to where even if someone wants you to do something, you have to respect yourself and love yourself enough to be like, no, I can't do that because that disrespects my boundaries. When do I feel my happiest? I feel my happiest after I go to the gym because I feel so pumped up, I feel so elevated, and I feel like I just conquered the world. So yeah. How can I create more time for myself? I think honestly, just grabbing time and blocking off time. Like I remember I was listening to an interview. I don't know, it was some famous person. They're like, like there's times where I will block off some time. And I said, you know what? I mean, I get they're famous and stuff like that, so they actually have calendars. But like now I'm starting to do that. Like I remember I had a family member yesterday ask me, they're like, can you take me to the grocery store on Saturday? I said, I can take you on Sunday. They're like, what are you doing Saturday? I said, well, I have 4 to 6 blocked off for me. I'm getting my hair done from 1 to maybe 2, and I said 3 to 6, 4 to 6, whatever, that's blocked off for me. And they were like, oh, well, why? And I'm just like, because I said so. Like I am the captain of my life, so I'm going to block off some time strictly for me because I feel like I've been overstimulated these past couple of weeks and I need time for me. And that it's just simple as that. So yeah. What does self-love mean to me? I think self-love means loving yourself throughout everything, your flaws, but holding yourself accountable when you need to. And I feel like loving yourself is understanding that not everything is going to be perfect and not beating yourself up for it and being your own cheerleader. What do I think people will remember me for? I hope people just remember me for being a good person. I don't know. What is my self-love language? I love gifts. I know people be like, girl, that's so materialistic, but I do. I love expensive shit. I love gifts. What is something that I'm really good at? I think I'm really good at the gym, honestly. I was never athletic growing up because then nobody put me in sports, but I feel like I'm actually decent at the gym. It's kind of weird. What is my biggest achievement? My biggest achievement, I've had a lot of big achievements, girl. Like I moved out at 18, had my own apartment, got my own car at 21, I think. But I think my biggest achievement so far is that I got my dental assistant at a diploma, because it took me 10 months to get it, so it's an associate's degree. And I think my next biggest achievement is getting my sterile processing certification. So that's all for the questions. This was a pretty nice size video. I hope you guys loved it. This was just kind of like a Q&A to kind of get to know me a little bit better. I know I did one like a couple months ago, but I wanted to kind of refresh it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys comment below. I hope you guys subscribe, and I hope you guys, kind of tell me like what you guys want next, and I would be happy to do that for you. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.